motorcycle gang. You've seen them before, riding havoc from mountain to shore, leaving in their paths a rainbow of hate, black souls with hell as their fate.
Men with black hearts, black souls, hell-bent for trouble wherever they go. They don't care and they got no pride, as into the night they ride. Black souls.
A motorcycle gang, they're out on the make. Then only once they made a mistake. A girl in their path was taken by force. Black souls that feel no remorse.
Men with black hearts, black souls, hell-bent for trouble wherever they go. They don't care and they got no pride, as into the night they ride. Black souls.
Another cycle gang heard the girl call. They met at dawn, one gang had to fall. Now good over bad, the balance must bend. Black souls will meet a black end.
Men with black hearts, black souls, hell-bent for trouble wherever they go. They don't care and they got no pride, as into the night they ride. Black souls. Men with black hearts, black souls, hell-bent for trouble wherever they go. They don't care and they got no
the frightening story of the Wild Angels. Blues, leader of a wolf pack on wheels. Bull, swinging a cycle chain, lusting for action. These are today's rebels, whose very name spreads terror. American International presents Peter Fonda and Nancy Sinatra in The Wild Angels, filmed in Panavision and color. It will shock and anger you because it lives too close to the truth.
I wonder if I'm just wasting my life, living in the shadows of my yesterdays. I know where I belong, and I've got to try to get it together. But now another day has gone, leaving me down. No wonder afraid of visible change in my ways. So tired of listening to schemes and dreams, drowning in the time. All that's discovered was never uncovered by the binding of the mind. The past was never, this is forever. The world has just begun to try to make it better. Try to make it better. Try to make it better. Try to
Man and machine. A new lifestyle, something to worry about as man runs on the thin edge of losing his soul to the gearbox and the axle. Something primitive and terrifying is happening. In the steel and concrete jungle of the big city, a tribal group survives. The 1%ers, the motorcycle freaks. They get a charge out of spooking the citizens in a straight neighborhood. They live in a different world, in a strange cop-out world of their own making. With the kick pedal and the boot, they work off their frustrations on the man in the street. When things get uptight, the open road stretches out like a tempting woman. Feet in the gas, baby, and you're free. But tough as they look, not one of these cats can cut it with society. and they like it that way. If you can pull your own freight, you're still in the running. It's a hell of a note when you've had your wings clipped, but there's always a friend around. Okay, don't feel so bad. A lot of guys are getting busted. You want to cop out, baby? Just join the Brotherhood. Feel sorry for yourself. Been wiped out, shot down in flames? Well, climb on board and we'll zap the whole lousy world, brother. You never know what's out there waiting for you. But you reach out for it like a madman and you try to take the whole universe in your arms. And sometimes you can do it.
Last year, you went on a run with Sonny Barger and the Hells Angels on Wheels. Now, from the same producer, comes the uptight, terror-taught story of Angels from Hell. No communication. The story of their lives. These are the Cycle Psychos, rebels on wheels living a legend of violence. What they want, they take. What they don't want, they take apart. They are the last of the outlaws, and they call themselves Angels from Hell. You haven't seen a motorcycle picture till you see Angels from Hell. In color, starring Tom Stern as Mike, leader of the pack who says, everybody's got rights, we take ours. Angels from Hell tells it like it is. Suggested for mature audiences.
Who's gonna cry, baby? Who's gonna cry when I'm gone? Who's gonna cry 'cause of misery? How you know, baby, it ain't gonna be me. Who's it gonna be? Sure as hell ain't me. I ain't got no trust in what's left of us. Gonna catch a train, won't come back too much pain. Wish I never came. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Sure as hell ain't me. Don't look back at me like you used to be when we both were free. You were 17, there was nothing wrong. Should've lasted long. Instead of sad old song, we could have been so strong. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Sure as hell ain't me. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Sure as hell ain't me.
time I was 2, they were calling me Satan. I was born mean. By the time I was 12, I was killing for Satan. Yes, my mother, she had problems, too many of her own. She was young, everybody's girl.
As a child, oh, I was cold. I was lost, so lost and lonely in a dark and God-forsaken world. Oh, no one cared. What did anyone give? What chance did I have to really live? I was born mean. By the time I was 2, they were calling me on the scene. Oh no, no one cared. What did anyone give? What chance did I have to really live? I was born mean. By the time I was 12, I was killing for something. No one
Yeah, cats parading down the street. Hell, cats shocking everyone they meet. They turn the town upside down. Don't mess around. Yeah, cats. Yeah, cats. Out of an environment of today, you read of people come your way. They scratch for the right, they're looking for a fight. Better listen to what they have to say. Hey, cats parading down the street. Hey, cats shocking everyone they meet. They turn the town upside down. Don't mess around. Hey, cats. Hey, cats. Hey, cats. Hey, cats. Into an outcast way of life they lead. They look at the ways to fit their need. Well, maybe they're wrong, but where do they belong? They're searching to find that can be free. Hey, cats parading down the street. Hey, cats shocking everyone they meet. They turn the town upside down. Don't mess around. Hey, cats. Hey, cats parading down the street. Hey, cats shocking everyone they meet. They turn the town upside down. Don't mess around. Hey, cats. Hey, cats. Hey, cats. Hey, cats.
I've been wondering what to do on the Sunday evening. It's beautiful, I must admit there's nothing in my way. I think I'll take a walk and look around and take in all its city sights and sounds. I think I'll take a walk along this strip will do me good. The happenings, I am afraid they are misunderstood. Oh, let it rain or hell, I don't care. Don't bother me about my hair.
shining bright into my eyes, cutting through the darkened day that is known as night. I'm coming down, but as a phone call cost, well, I'm afraid I've got myself lost. I've been wondering what to do on the Sunday evening. It's beautiful, I must admit there's nothing in my way. I think I'll take a walk and look around, and taking all the city sights and sounds.
Now you'll know the thrill of wrapping your legs around a tornado of pounding pistons, like the girl on a motorcycle. She goes as far as she wants, as fast as she wants, straddling the potency of 100 wild horses, the girl on a motorcycle.
Harley Davidson. Je ne reconnais plus personne en Harley Davidson. J'appuie sur le starter et voici que je quitte la terre. J'irai peut-être au paradis, mais dans un train d'enfer. Je n'ai besoin de personne en Harley Davidson. Je ne reconnais plus personne en Harley Davidson. Et si je meurs demain, c'est que tel était mon destin. Je tiens bien moi à la vie qu'à mon terrible engin. Chemin cheveux dans le vent.
film your conscience will never let you forget. And it's wild beyond belief. Satan's Sadists. I was torn out of today's headlines, a shocking, realistic story of the wave of revolution and anarchy sweeping our country today. Satan's Sadists.
By the time I was 2, they were calling me Satan. I was born mean. By the time I was 12, I was killing for Satan. My mother, she had problems, too many of her own. She was young and everybody's girl. Yes, she was. As a child, I was cold. I was lost and lonely in a dark and God-forsaken world. Did anyone give? What chance did I have to really live? I was born mean. By the time I was 2, they were calling me Satan. No one cared. What did anyone give? Oh, what chance did I have to really live? I was born mean. By the time I was 2, they were calling